All right. What is up, guys? So I like filming videos. I love it. It's actually great. But the live streams are pretty enjoyable. People come on and try to troll me or have really great questions. So there's definitely something to be said for the live streams. I enjoy it, and it gives everybody an opportunity to kind of maybe field some things that they aren't too certain about that maybe I just happen to know because I've been doing this for quite some time. Um, Obviously, Bitcoin is making incredible moves, which is very impressive. Um, and it's not without a fundamental basis at all. We see the ETFs. A lot of people said they would be like black holes for Bitcoin, and sure enough, that's essentially what they've become. They've been a place in which just buys. I think it was over a billion last week. Over a billion. We had over 5 billion in trading volume. I don't know who was around for the backed launch. And interestingly enough, back just got purchased by was it Howard Lutnick. I'm not sure, but the backed launch, we were all excited because it was going to be Bitcoin on the New York Stock Exchange. The president was a founder of the New York Stock Exchange or CEO, and I remember when it launched, it was the most underwhelming launch I've ever experienced, and I've seen a lot of very weak announcements of announcements. I mean, I've been aware of Justin Sun for years now, um, but we were watching the volume, waiting to see the interest. The first day, and this was like so hyped, is on the New York Stock Exchange. It was the first opportunity for institutions to buy Bitcoin. I think we did point 0.2 Bitcoin, which at the time was probably like 2 grand. So seeing that there's just the interest, even if it's sometimes bearish or there's outflows, just seeing that there's hype and there's interest around this is so much better than indifference. Because I've been there, and you just feel like you're at the wrong place. And so we don't have that. We've got the ETF acting as a black hole and giving a vehicle to not only pensions, but states are purchasing, sovereigns. Hey, bro. And oh, thanks. That's very nice of you. I think I'm already getting trolled, but so it's just awesome to see. And I said in another video, we expected the U.S. to be kind of last to the party, and seeing them become first and kind of lead the way is pretty awesome. And now they're discussing the Bitcoin Act, the Standard Reserve Act is strategic reserve, excuse me, selling gold for Bitcoin, which I think is incredibly bullish. If we were even having this conversation a few years ago, it would have been very, very surprising. I'm trying to read this. Hey, man. Yeah, Riz. That's what the cool kids say. It's Riz is like bling bling, right? Bling blow. Whoa, this guy really likes his Riz. Big fan of the Riz. All right, fair enough. Anyone own any altcoins here? I think Riz actually is an altcoin. It's probably gone to zero by now, but all right. Well, let's talk about the meme coins. Uh, you need. Damn, I wish I could see these. You need a hug, yeah, definitely. I wish you were here to give it to me. I would hug back very hard. Um, so the meme coins, I think, are it's funny because just 2 months ago, people are saying that the meme coins were extracting value from the system and they were net negative. You don't hear that so much anymore from people on the Solana side. And I think meme coins are, regardless of what you think of the fundamental value or how silly they are, which they are, The way in which they're structured, as far as locking the LP positions and requiring an amount of SOL, not just as a gas fee, but an amount of SOL to create a pair in a liquidity position, is very bullish for Solana. Solana definitely has its issues. I think it's having issues now. Um, but that fundamental driver should certainly keep people pretty active as far as needing to obtain Solana to launch any of the projects that are launching. So I think that's a really, really good case for Solana. I think too, when Pump Fund inevitably drops their token, um, then Solana, the people that are in Solana and love meme coins obviously are going to continue to do that, and more meme coins will launch, and more LP positions will be locked into Radium, and it's just, I think that's a really strong case for Solana, because the gas fee, the gas token, that's a good case. We all know that one, but that on top of locking it for liquidity, and then burning that liquidity is incredibly, incredibly bullish. I think Bonk, funnily enough, I think they're also on a similar path with the way in which they're structured. Purchase a meme coin, it would certainly be Bonk before it'd be Doge. Doge is very inflationary and shows no prospects of not becoming deflationary, no hard cap. And Bonk, on the other hand, has a hard cap. I don't think it's fully diluted, but it's fairly close. And they've got very interesting campaigns to try and make it hyper deflationary, which is tokenomics 101. So, I think that's awesome. And I think, the Bonk team are going about it right. If anyone remembers Bonkmas last year, it was pretty good. They did that pretty well, and there wasn't a lot of greed or kind of civil attacks and things like that. It was a pretty fair metric. You didn't have to dox yourself like you did with Sanctum, like you have to do with a lot of the Solana eco projects. It seems like so. That was I've seen them continue and consistently ship in a way that a lot of projects talk about but don't actually. So, I think that's really good. Um, but yeah, I think Doge is hard to buy at these valuations. It's uh, just I mean, if you were to put it on a metric relative to other major asset classes, I mean, it's a mega cap equity, and so I don't know how much more economic mass could funnel into Doge to provide it with enough liquidity to push it up substantially higher. Um, it's just hard to see. But then again, we've seen ETFs and do incredible things, and then again we've seen ETFs do not so incredible things. I mean, Ethereum has certainly underperformed pretty much since the day of the ETF launch. So it's a tale that's still telling, and it's yet to come full circle. But it certainly will be awesome. But I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I know that the most, that's probably um, very, very modest. And I'm sure someone launches a channel and gets 100 subscribers right off the bat. For me, I'm just on here doing things and talk about things that I'm passionate about. So, you know, one subscriber is a blessing, and I love it. So, really appreciate everybody being here with me. And this journey is going to be awesome. And I can't wait till we start hitting the 100K milestone and then the million, and that'll be fun, just because there's going to be a lot of people here that we can interact and we can riff and go back and forth with, and that's that to me is exciting. So I look forward to that. It's only possible with all you, so I appreciate that. Thanks for being here, and we will talk soon, fellas. All right, stay bullish.